I'd like you to do is to have a piece of paper and a pencil or pen with you.
Oh, sorry.
And I wanted to show you what I have. This is a Macau in Hawaiian. So if you look at it very carefully, there's a penis inside and it's empty. The penis is yin, but around it is the yang, is the yang, which is, in this case, it's the feminine. So the yang, the yin, the feminine, actually holds the masculine. And all of you know yin and yang is all interwoven, right? But this is a Macau, and that's why I love this, because there's the feminine and the masculine, but the masculine is empty. Very interesting. I love that. And then this is a carving of the god Lono. Lono is the one about peace, harvest. Yeah. So that's yin. But it's so interesting. The yin is solid and yang is yin. In other words, the masculine is empty. That's why I love this piece. And anyway, so I wear this every morning along with this. This is my father's dog tag. He served in the Pacific Front during World War II. This is his wedding ring. He was married to my mother for about 60 years. So, and this is a gift from a healer from the Big Island. And it belonged to a very famous hula, kumu hula, which is a hula teacher on the Big Island. She was a very strong woman. Anyway, so I wear these things every morning in front of my altar. And that's how I start the ceremony. Okay, so what I'm saying is you can do the same. Yeah, just get something that's very meaningful for you, something that touches your heart and your soul. Yeah, and you can wear that when you begin your ceremony. Now, your ceremony could be, anything. I go to, it could be out in nature. Your ceremony could be doing the Aloha Qigong, doing sunning meditation, doing Buddha palms. That's all ceremony. That's all a shamanic journey. Yeah, Buddha palms is shamanic. So is sunning meditation. Chinetsang, when you do Chinetsang on someone, that's shamanic. That's spiritual, deeply spiritual stuff. Okay, so before you do it, if you can do a little ritual or ceremony to invite the ancestors, and the ancestors are all the elements, the ancestors are the earth, the sky, yeah. Your biological ancestors, your spiritual ancestors, and to invite your guardians, your guides, and the higher power to help you, to guide you in the session, in the Chinetsang session, or to guide you, to be with you when you're doing the Aloha Qigong or when you're doing Buddha palms. When you start something like that in ceremony, it becomes a deeper practice for you. So it's not just techniques. This is the way this is the way I connect with the other realms, with spirit guides. So when I'm working on somebody, it's not my responsibility. I give it over to them. I let them guide me. Okay, very important. You will feel a shift in your bodywork practice when you do that. The energy comes from them. The wisdom comes from them. Yeah, Qin Tsang is an ancestor. Ancient wisdom, acupuncture is an ancestor. All of this, okay? Yoga, some of you do yoga, that's an ancestor. It's ancient wisdom. Yeah, so what I'm saying, you can turn something into, make it more spiritual, more, more spiritual, more sacred, just by having something like this, or, doing a small ritual or a ceremony before, a little prayer, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this is because all of you are here, you're studying Qigong and Qin Tsang because you want to become better people. You want to feel, you want to find the love within, the aloha within, so that you can share it with others. Yeah, so you're all here for that reason. That's why I'm talking like this. Yeah, it's not just techniques, okay? And you all know that in order to take your client deeper, you have to experience the depth yourself, okay? David, can you put the mask up?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've taught mask making as a shamanic journey with Gilles for many years. We've done about 3 workshops with him. So this is the mask making, and what we do is, what we've done in the past with Gilles is that we combine, he combines fusion. So he teaches fusion in the morning, and in the afternoon, through the fusion meditation, people access other realms, and people get in touch with the inner healer, the inner warrior, and then they make the mass. So this is what Elise and I have been teaching for about 30 years. Mass making as a shamanic journey. So Gilles wants to do another one sometime, maybe in 2021. That's why we're showing this. This is David.
This is me.
Love it.
Yeah,
Here's
that's David's
Gilles.
mask. There's Gilles.
David, did you want to say anything about your mask?
Oh, it's pretty much sending and receiving in the universe, creativity.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was really cool because you do the plaster on your face, and that's your facial features are your ancestors.
Yeah.
Yeah. You actually make a mode of your partner, and your partner makes a mode of you. So what you get is a very realistic mask of yourself. And many people say when they look at it, says, "God, that looks just like my grandfather." It's very interesting.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see your facial sculpture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
And-
realize that we are, our ancestors are in us, and we are also ancestors. At some point, we will be.
Mhm.
Here is my lovely wife, Sarah. And Gilles. Did he do 2 masks, I guess?
He made about 3 or 4 masks.
Oh,
So
pumping them out.
yeah.
Here's a really neat one.
Yeah, I really love this mask because she, during the shamanic journey, she discovered the real warrior within herself, and so she wanted to make this warrior mask.
Yeah, this was a mask of the balance between the warrior and the healer. So if you do healing work, you know the need to have a strong inner core. You can't just keep giving of yourself all the time and healing without having strong boundaries and a strong warrior spirit. So it's about finding that balance have the yin and yang balance, the balance between giving and receiving, between being open and having strong boundaries. So that was the theme of this workshop.
Okay, so anyway, we just wanted to show you these that,
It's so awesome. I can recognize some of these people from class after all these years.
yeah, there's Jack.
Their masks.
That's Jack up there in the top left.
There's Jack, yeah.
Jack Noble.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, neat.
amazing. It's so amazing.
Anyway, we thought about 3 or 4 of these with Gilles, and and he's excited about doing another one in 2021. Anyway, so
Absolutely. So let me just chime in. And as I said in my email, I actually have to go because I'm away today, but we are recording. And well, it's been a pleasure to be with you all.
David, is there anything we need to do to close out when we're done, or just leave the meeting?
No, just leave the meeting. Make sure during the class to keep an eye on chat if people have questions.
Yeah.
okay.
That should be about it. Yeah, well, thank you. And thanks, Kaleo and Elise, so much. This has been so amazing. And
Thank you for doing such a beautiful job of hosting us and keeping everything together and doing the recordings and everything. Really
yeah,
appreciate it.
thanks. We definitely hope to have you back soon.
Yeah, hugs to Ruva and Sarah.
Oh, before you go, Sharon has a technical question.
Okay.
Unmute, Sharon.
Unmute. I had a question. Trying to download. I got a message that I don't know if it's my browser or whatever, but they couldn't check for viruses. Am I supposed to be using a particular? So I just use Safari right now. So if it says they can't check, but I don't necessarily have to use a Google product or something. I just go ahead and download it.
Yeah, you should be able to just download it. Try again. If it says you need access for some reason, just forward me the email.
Yeah, it just said we can't check it for viruses. And I thought maybe it had to do with the browser or something I had. And It has the word Chrome or Google or something on it.
Probably your browser or extension. Don't worry, you won't catch coronavirus with it.
Okay, good. I'll download them then. Okay, that was my question before you disappeared.
And you can, feel free to email me anytime.
Okay, thank you.
All right, blessings, everybody. Have a great class.
Thank you.
Okay, aloha, David.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, so you can either stand up or sit down, and you might find yourself changing position. I'm just going to review some of the foundational practices before Kaleo does some more of the movement. But to begin with, you want to start the shaking Qigong, the shimmering Qigong. So just let your whole body vibrate. Imagine that you're somewhere in the aspens and the autumn, and the leaves are golden, and there's a gentle breeze blowing, and the leaves of the aspens are shimmering in the wind. And you're shimmering in harmony with those beautiful golden leaves, and the air is so fresh. So you're taking in a nice full breath, letting your belly expand on the inhalation. And relax and release any tension along with the exhalation. Let it just slough off your body, like the leaves when they drop at the end of the season. And feel your internal organs vibrating. So you're bringing fresh chi into your internal organs. You're shaking them up. You're letting them move. Stuck chi is unhealthy chi. So this helps to bring movement. into all your organs, and to release stress and tension. And just feel yourself, imagine yourself, visualize yourself shimmering in harmony with those aspens. Until you become like a tree. And you just gradually stop shimmering. And you feel yourself internally vibrating with that energy. You might feel yourself gently swaying, gently adjusting your posture over the earth until you find your Zhuang posture to stand like a tree, where you feel firmly rooted and supported by the earth. So feel your feet spread against the earth, all the joints open, 26 bones in the feet, and all the joints between them open and extended, but relaxed at the same time. So you feel the 5 pads of your toes connected, the 2 balls of your feet connected, the center of the heel and the outer arch connected. And you feel your inner arches lifted. Notice how strong that makes you feel just by lifting your inner arches. Just feel all your bones of your body stacked over your feet, aligned just right. Your leg bones over your feet bones, all the joints relaxed. Your hips balanced just right on top of your legs. Joints open and relaxed. And your rib cage centered over your pelvis. With your arms just hanging out of your shoulders. Joints relaxed all the way down to your fingertips. Shoulders broad across the front and across the back. So the breath can flow easily in and out. And feel from the base of your spine all the way up your spine, the vertebrae stacked one on top of the other, with a gentle inward curve of your lower back, outward curve of your upper back, inward curve of your neck, and your head centered on top of your neck, like it's on a cushion of energy. So it's very light, not tilted one way or the other. You might feel like there's a little hook on top at the crown of your head, connecting you to the heavens and making you tall, but also that you're hanging from their hook, that hook of energy up there at the top of your head. So you're also very relaxed at the same time. Feel yourself sinking into the earth on the inhalation, and feel yourself extending roots of energy into the earth on the exhalation, extending your chi up into the heavens at the same time. Inhalation sinking, connecting deeply with earth. Exhalation extending both directions, you connected between heaven and earth. Good. And feel how the penetrating vessel is open. So you feel yourself open from the arches of your feet up to the top of the pubic bone. It's, for those of you who know acupressure, stomach 30 points, top of the pubic bone, all the way up to beneath the sternum, the collarbones, the top of the sternum, the kidney 27 points. Penetrating vessel opening all the way up to that GV 26 point, center of a being, center of the person, with your tongue resting on the roof of your mouth. And feel yourself open up the back from the base of the spine, at the coccyx, governing vessel 1, long, strong, all the way up to your backbone, all the way up to the top of your neck beneath your skull, feng fu, governing vessel 20. Feel your spine and your back open. Good. So this is your standing meditation posture. Wonderful place to start your practice from. And from this standing meditation posture, you can begin to do bone breathing. So in your own time, in your own practice, you can gradually build the bone breathing practice. And you might find that it's easy for you at times just to do it more as a flow. So you don't always have to break it down into each step. Sometimes I like to break it down. Sometimes I like to just have my whole body bone breathing. So allowing the inhalation to come in through your toes and fill all the bones of your feet, your legs, all the way up into your hips, and squeezing exhaust energy out on the exhalation. Bone breathing into your legs from your toes all the way up. Squeezing exhaust energy out on the exhalation, out through your toes to the earth. You can bone breathe up your arms from your fingertips all the way up your arm bones, into your shoulders. And then squeeze exhaust energy out through your fingertips on the exhalation. Bone breathe into the fingertips, all the way up your arms, into the shoulders. Feel your bones filling with fresh energy, and feel the exhalation pushing out what's not needed. Any waste energy out through your fingertips. And then on the next inhalation, bring the energy up from the earth, through your legs, up into your hips, and then all the way up your spine. All the way up your spine, all the way into your skull. Filling all those bones with fresh energy, and the exhalation presses waste energy out. Inhale all the bones of your body up to your skull. Exhale out. And then bring the energy up through your fingertips and let it fill all the bones of your rib cage. All the way through your arm bones, shoulders to your rib cage. Expanding even as your ribs expand with breath. And then pressing exhaust energy out until you feel your whole body bone breathing. Bones filled with fresh chi. Whatever is not needed, just left go to the earth to recycle it. And then when you're done with the bone breathing, you can pack the energy into the bones. So squeeze the energy into the bones, way deep into the marrow, pack it in there. And then when the bones feel packed with energy, then feel the energy radiating from the interior of your bones out through your bones, out through your body, and feel your whole body radiating fresh, vibrant energy. Close your eyes for a moment and feel how your body feels so strong, your bones nourished, your muscles relaxed, your organs smiling, and you connected with the earth beneath you, the heavens above you, and a healthy environment all around you. So from there, let's open the column of light. So point down to the earth, connecting with the earth, and coming up and feel the column of light opening in the core of your body. All the way up the energy centers of the chakras, all the way to the crown of the head. Feel how easy it is to open that column of light within. And then come down. Let's do that one more time. Pointing to earth. Feeling the energy come up from the earth, up through the core of your body, up through the perineum, right up through the center, up to the crown, opening to heavens, and then come down. So that's the vertical. And now bring your hands together in front of you and feel that ball of energy in front of you. And then you can bring your thumbs and your index fingers together. This, with the 3 middle fingers open, this is yin, ultimate yin. This is earth, the trigram for earth, 3 open lines. When you bring your fingertips together, this is triple yang. This is heaven. So you can do this. You can use this mudra, connecting to earth with 3 fingertips open, connecting to heaven with your fingertips touching each other. And then open. And feel the column of light in your center opening. Feel it expanding. And push it out. Push and pull at the same. Push and pull the column of light till it surrounds you. Feel that column of light around you, protecting you. And then push that light all the way out to fill the room. Holding everything in the room in that column of light. Feel the room filled, protected, and then bring that column back in around you once more, feeling that strong protection around you. And then bring it back to center. Thumb and fingertips touching. Earth, heaven, right in your dantian, in your center. So that's the column of light. So, great. So, any questions about that part so far? Everybody doing well? Oh, I'm in the Aspens and we are shivering because it is cold. So yes, you need to protect yourself from the cold, and especially remember, if that gentle breeze is blowing, you want to protect the wind points. So the wind invasion points. So wear a scarf around your neck, yeah? So keep warm. So you got to dress to protect yourself from the elements as well. Yeah, so the column of light is a wonderful practice for if you do any kind of healing work, because you can do that to both have that column of light protecting you when you go in to do a session, but also to encompass the whole room, your healing place and everyone in it, so that they're included, but also you have your own boundary of energy. So there are lots of wind invasion points around the back of your neck and shoulder area. Most of them have the word feng in them, F-E-N-G, feng fu. Like at that point that we were talking about for opening the back, under the occipital ridge at the top of the neck, feng fu, okay? That wind gate. So that is a really important point on the governing vessel 16, that's one of the wind points. Then right outside of it, governing gallbladder 20, right beneath the occipital ridge in the pocket on each side of the neck. So deep in that pocket, that's another really important point. It's called feng chi or wind pond. So if you have a acupuncture text or acupuncture manual, you'll find a lot of these points called with feng in them around here in the back, but also in the shoulder area. Okay, so wearing a scarf around this area helps to protect those points because that's where wind can get in and cause colds and flus and things like that. Chinese medicine, okay? So those are some of the foundational practices. And then the other thing I wanted to share with you again today to just go over it and review it is the 7 loops meditation. So some of you are standing, some of you are sitting. So notice how you can do this one either way, okay? So whatever feels comfortable for you right now, sitting or standing. I'll stay sitting here so I can be closer to the screen. Okay, so find your posture. So just notice, and this is really good practice because if you're sitting for long periods, you want to keep coming back to this Zhuang sitting posture. So sit like a tree. So you don't want to have your tailbone tucked under. You want your tailbone out behind you a little bit. So your perineum is open to earth. If you tuck your tailbone under, that cuts off the earth, energy. So you want your tailbone pointing either down or a little bit out even. So you're up over your perineum. And then when you feel in your lower back, you're going to feel that you have a little inward curve of your lower spine. And you want that there when you're sitting. A lot of times, like when we're driving or sitting, our chairs flatten our backs against the back of the chair. But for long term, you want to keep coming back to this posture so you don't lose the curves in your spine. Keep those curves there. So there's a little outward curve in your thoracic spine and then little inward curve of your neck. And again, your head is just floating there on top of your neck in this posture. So some meditation postures will have you tuck your chin in. In this posture, you want your head floating. So there's no strain on the back of your neck and shoulders. Remember what Kaleo said, if you hang your head like this, if you have your head like this, it's light. It weighs a few pounds. You hang it down, puts more and more weight back here, more and more weight on the back of your shoulders. You start to get neck and shoulder problems, okay? So floating your head up there. And when you do this, your crown is open to the heavens. Your perineum is open to the earth. And your axis is aligned. Just like a tall, straight tree. And then you can just have your arms whatever way feels natural, but you want to keep a little space in your armpits. So you don't want your arms clamped against your sides. Like you don't want them like this. You want a little space in there so that your armpits breathe. Heart meridian begins right here. You want to have that earth energy coming up and feeding your heart meridian. Begins in the center of your armpit. Yes. And from there, with your body, your torso, and your head aligned like this, your breath can more easily flow in and feel like filling a balloon into your abdomen. So your entire girth area expands in Dantian breathing and then relaxes, releases. And for the sitting posture, you want your feet flat on the floor and basically about hips width apart, just like in the standing posture. And if on the chair that you're sitting on, if that doesn't happen, you can always put a pillow or cushion or something under your feet so that you can connect with the earth. Okay. Just feeling the feet spread against the earth with your inner arches lifted and the 9 points connected. Great. So this is the posture for sitting to begin with, and then I'm just going to go ahead and guide you through the 7 loops meditation one more time. So you can either have your eyes looking softly straight ahead, or you can let them gently close. And feel your breath flowing in, expanding your belly on the inhalation, expanding your waist. Exhalation, releasing and relaxing. Nice, full, but easy breaths. Then remember, where the mind goes, the chi follows. See, and you can use visualization to guide the energy. So guide the energy now from where it's so rich and pooled in your dantian. Guide it down the front of your torso, the front of your abdomen, through your perineum, to the base of your spine, that governing vessel, one point at the base of your spine, where you begin the 7 loops. And feel how it begins here, this place of momentum. And then from there, guide it from governing vessel 1 through the top of your pubic bone, which is conception vessel 2, your pleasure center. And from there down to the weigh-in point at the center, the base of perineum, your earth center, place of grounding and centering and security in earth. And then with your mind, and if you like, with your breath, just guide your energy in that loop from the coccyx to the top of the pubic bone, through the perineum. Feel the energy circling around your root center. Feeling yourself strong and connected with all the benefits of the earth. Once you feel the energy circulating smoothly in this loop, go ahead and guide it from the base of your coccyx up to your Ming Men in the middle of your lower back. The gate of life, the gifts from the ancestors, the fire and the water. And guide it from the Ming Men through to your sea of Qi, right beneath your navel. Storehouse of energy. Place of creativity, creative potential, your womb of energy. And then keep guiding it in that circle down to your perineum and up to the Ming Men, through the Sea of Qi, through the second loop. Very important loop. Where the energy from the past connecting with the energy of the future. And once you feel the energy flowing smoothly in this circuit, bring it back to the base of the coccyx, and this time up to about the level of T11, up in your middle back, behind your solar plexus. This place of flexibility and adaptability. And then through to your solar plexus in front, feeling strong and confident in yourself and who you are. And then down the front of your torso to your perineum in the third loop, up the back to T11, to the solar plexus in front. Strong in yourself, but flexible in your relationship to the world. Keep guiding the energy in this loop with your mind and with your breath. Finding your own natural rhythm until it feels flowing smoothly in this third loop. And then bring it down to the base of your tailbone again. And this time guide it all the way up to between your shoulder blades, behind your heart, where you spread your wings. You're free to choose where you put your energy and with whom. And then guide it through to the sea of tranquility in front of your heart on the breastbone. This place of heart connectedness, intimacy with yourself and others, and deep inner peace of the heart. And then guide it down the front of your torso, back down to the perineum, and around and up between your shoulder blades. In this third loop, the central loop, through the heart center, the center of everything, the heart, up the back and down the front. And then when you feel the chi flowing smoothly in this fourth circuit, bring it down to the base of your spine, and then all the way up this time, all the way up to the base of your neck. C7 area. Place of reaching out and sharing your gifts. Through to the throat center, the notch of the base of the throat in front, asking for what you want and need in life. And then down the front to the perineum and up the back through the throat center. Balancing, giving and extending yourself, asking for and receiving what you want and need. Through the throat center, this fifth loop, down the front and up the back and through the throat. And then bringing the energy back down to the base of the spine, this time all the way up to the top of the neck, to Feng Fu, beneath the skull. The doorway to your dreaming brain. And through the crystal palace in the center of the mind, at the place of the pituitary, hypothalamus, and pineal glands, so important for your hormonal balance, the body. Through to the third eye in front, about clear reason and logic and clear vision. And then down the front, feeling the energy slide along the tongue at the roof of the mouth, down the front of your throat and front of your torso, through Chi Hai, all the way back down to the perineum and to governing vessel 1, and up to the base of the neck, through the sixth loop, through the mind center. Very good for balancing the mind. Just right. And then finally bring the energy from the base of the spine all the way up the back, all the way up the back of the neck, the back of the skull, to the crown of the head. 1000 meeting place, the byway point, the crown point open to the heavens. And feel that crown point open to receive the energy from the cosmos, the energy from the heavens. And then feel the energy sliding down the forehead, the roof of the mouth, where it finds the tongue, glides along the tongue, down the throat, down the front of your torso, down to the perineum. And from governing vessel 1, up the back to the crown, and down the front, in the 7th loop. And now that you can feel the energy flowing in the whole microcosmic orbit. And just let yourself now in the next couple of moments breathe naturally and guide the energy in this loop. Feeling yourself centered and connected and fed by the energies of heaven and earth. A microcosm of the macrocosm. And then once you feel the energy flowing smoothly in this microcosmic orbit, bring it back down to your sea of qi, to your dantian. And feel the energy stored there in this place of creative potential. The energy stored to take with you. And then when you're ready, just gently, if you have your eyes closed, open them and come back to the shared space. Great. So that's a really excellent meditation. You can use it in meditation to help you get centered, to wake you up if you're feeling drowsy, to calm you down if you're feeling anxious. It's a very excellent centering meditation. And it's something that you can always use. It's one of the reservoirs of energy. So whenever you need it, you can tap into it. It drains off the excess, fills the vacancies. Okay, so excellent meditation to take with you. And you can do it. You can do it as the 7 loops, or when you get really familiar with it, you can do the whole orbit at once. You just need to tap into it. But it's a good meditation to practice regularly, so you have it kind of in your pocket to take with you. Okay, great. And I'm going to turn it back over to Kaleo.
Okay, so okay, last week we talked about the qua. The qua is spleen 12 and spleen 13, and people who do Qigong know this area very well. So it's right around the cecum and the sigmoid colon, right here. It's right here. If you know, you know that it's where it's also where the iliopsoas muscle comes up and attaches to the sacrum. Yeah. So this is the qua, or spleen 12 and spleen 13. And spleen 12 and spleen 13 is excellent for releasing edema. It transports fluid. So if there's distension, edema in this area, any issues in this area, plus also in your legs, spleen 12 and spleen 13, I always use. Okay. Spleen, stomach, pancreas is about transporting the fluid. Okay. Swollen stuff, swelling, yeah. Fluid retention. Okay. So these are two really good points. If you do this, yeah, can you see me? Yeah, okay. So I'm going to have my fingers in spleen 12 and 13, right in that little corner, right where the cecum and the sigmoid colon are. And I'm going to bend down like this, squat. And you'll feel how it draws in. And when you come out, it pushes your hands out. Draws in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. So it's what you feel is the blood pumping down the femoral arteries down the legs. Okay, that's what's happening. You'll also feel the the psoas muscle pumping and releasing. Okay, down, up, yeah. Okay, so those are very important points to know. Okay, when we are doing all this movement like this, what's happening is the qua is moving like this. That's what's happening when we're doing we're moving the hip joint. Okay, this is going like this. When it's doing this, notice what's happening to your sacral bone and the iliosacral joint. This is the iliosacral joint right here. Right here, this iliosacral joint. There's cartilage here, okay? So whenever you're moving like this doesn't move because it's, it's glued together. This is the sacrum. This is the iliosacral joint right here that's connected to the sacrum, to the pelvis. When you're moving, it's going to move like this. So what's going to be happening is that you're going to be opening up the iliosacral joint in the back, as well as opening up the qua. Okay, just real gently, just move around like this, and you'll feel what's happening to the sacrum. The sacrum is going to be pumping the qua. These two things are going to be pumping too. Okay, this is what's happening. So you're going to be releasing stuck energy in this area, okay? Which is very important, okay? Because the psoas muscle is one of the muscles with a tremendous amount of capability to hold memory. In other words, trauma, emotions. It's the psoas muscle. Okay, so this is releasing the chi, is opening doors. Okay. Now, here is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is between 2 and 3. 2 and 3 cervical vertebrae, lumbar vertebrae, 2 and 3 is the Ming Men. And we've talked about the Ming Men a lot, okay? The Ming Men is situated here in the front. So whenever you are, okay, it's situated in the front, and the kidneys are right here. They're right here. See, these are little kidneys. So, and there's a left kidney and a right kidney. There's a yin kidney and a yang kidney. And they're like magnets. So whenever you're doing this, this is what's happening to your kidneys. Remember last week I said, move the kidneys, exercise the kidneys. If you put your hands back there, you'll feel the kidneys moving, the yin and the yang moving. Okay, great. So between C2 and C3 is where the Ming Men is, okay? The Ming Men is in the front. It's right here, okay? Whenever you're moving like this or like this, can you guys see me? Yeah. Like this, the Ming Men is being activated. The kidneys are being activated. And what are the kidneys? The batteries of the body. Because the adrenal glands sit on top of the kidneys. Okay, adrenaline. So whenever you do this motion, put your hand right here in the Ming Men and here on the Danqian, Qi Hai. You feel a pumping action in the Ming Men and Qi Hai or lower Danqian. and you feel how the kidneys are pumping and being massaged. Okay, this is Qin San. This is Qin San. Whenever you're doing this, moving like this, what you're doing is you're massaging the intestines, all the internal organs, liver, gallbladder, spleen, stomach, pancreas, kidneys, adrenals, ovaries, large intestine, small intestine. Everything is being massaged by doing these movements. This is Qin San. Okay. And what happens is you're bringing more energy, blood, liquid to this area, but you're also engaging the gastrointestinal system, the lymphatic system, the circulatory system, the meridian system, the chakras system. That's what you're doing by doing this movement intentionally. In other words, putting your mind in this area. Just focusing your mind in this area where the Ming Men and the lower Dantian is. It's all Qin San. And this is the kind of exercises you can give to your clients. Okay? You can show them what's happening in here, you know, what I just showed you, so that when they leave during the week, they can practice. They're doing Qin San on themselves. Okay? Okay, so let's do this. Just shake your hand and put one hand out like this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just relax it and put it out like this. Just relax, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my mind. I'm going to put my mind is going to drop down like this into my left shoulder, and it's going to travel down my arm and go into my palm, my left palm. This is where my mind is. My intention is in my left palm. And my whole left side is relaxed, yeah? When your mind is in your left palm, see what happens to your palm. Just feel it. You'll feel.
Kaleo, we don't see your palm.
Oh, okay, right here. Here's my palm right here, like this. This is the trouble with Zoom. Sorry, Zoom is kind of, yeah, okay, like this. So I'm just relaxed, yeah? So I'm just brought my mind, my intention, right into the center of my palm. When you do that, you're going to notice that the palm starts to pulsate. You're going to notice that the palm gets, there's heat there in the palm. And the reason why is because in Chinese medicine, wherever the intention, wherever your mind goes, the blood follows. So you are bringing blood and energy to your palm. So you'll notice the palm starts to pulsate. It starts to tingle. The center of the palm, it becomes alive because your mind, your intention is there. Do you guys feel that? Yeah, good, good. Yeah, you can feel that. You'll notice that the palm starts to pulse by putting your intention there. Okay, so this is what you do when you want to build the kidneys and the energy. You put your mind where the kidneys are. Just focus on the kidneys. Okay.
Do you have
So-
any neat trick for warming up cold feet?
Yeah, well, all of this will help it, but right now let's focus on this, yeah?
Okay,
Okay,
just want to
so
put that up. Thank you.
let's see. where was I? Oh yeah, so put your mind on the kidneys, yeah, and start to move like this. This is the way to strengthen your lower back and to build your chi, your energy, okay? Okay, so what's happening when you're moving like this, the kidneys are going like this. The kidneys are moving, the sacrum is moving, the iliopsoas muscle is moving and pumping. Spleen 12 and 13, the qua are opening and closing and moving. Everything in this area is moving, opening, breathing, alive, and pulsating. That's what's happening. Okay? Wonderful. So this is what we're doing when we're doing all these movements. Okay? Another thing is this is a foot because I don't have a hand, but this is a foot. Okay? So, you know, in Chinese medicine, the foot is the hand, right? You know, this is the heel of the hand. This is the palm of the hand. These are the fingers. Okay? So kidney 1, remember we learned where kidney 1 was? Right in the center, in the palm of the foot, okay? In the heart of the foot. Okay, so when you are doing this, yeah, remember? What you're doing is you're doing this. And what is this? This is if this was the hand, right, the left hand, this is the lung meridian, the large intestine meridian, the pericardium, the triple warmer, the heart, the small intestine meridians. By doing this, you are opening up the meridians. Okay, the same thing is happening to your feet. If you want to warm up your feet, you do this to the feet. Okay? So you see what I'm doing? This is what you're doing. Look at the joints right here. Can you see the joints? I'm going to open the joints. Open the joints, release. Open, close. Open, close. Move. While they're open, you move them. That's what you're doing here. You're opening the joints, closing the joints, opening, closing, opening, closing, and then while you're moving, they're opening and closing. While you're moving, they're opening and releasing, opening and releasing. And remember this, pericardium 8 goes right to your heart. Yeah, it goes right to your heart, pericardium 8. So when you're doing Qin Tsang or massage, pericardium 8 is the medicine from your heart. It's the love. Pericardium 8. So we're doing this. Okay, so we have some other exercises for the feet, but we have so much going on that we can't teach everything. But so let's do this, yeah, what we were doing before. We're going to start off with, okay, putting your mind on the kidneys, where the Mingmen is. Remember, the Mingmen is in the front between the second and third vertebra. Okay? It's in the front. And remember when I said to fill that area? Last week when we were doing this, we were opening up the column of light. You fill that area by putting your mind there and breathing into it, and it will just become solid. It's very important. You will really notice the difference if you do this. You will notice the difference in your back. Your back will get stronger. Okay, you'll also notice that you will have more energy. But remember, if you're sick, yeah, some of you have some illness, right? Be especially gentle to yourself, yeah. One of the most important lessons in Qigong, the most important principles is be kind to yourself. Everything done in kindness and compassion. Because if you're kind and compassionate to your body, it's going to, because you are a holistic being, it's going to influence the way you think. It's going to influence the way you feel. It's going to influence, yeah, body, mind, spirit. So be kind to the body. Yeah, don't, no pain. Yeah. Yeah, no pain. So if I'm doing this, like this, if I go like this, and right around here, I feel pain. Yeah, I feel pain right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut back 20%. Just do that. Don't go into pain. Always kindness, yeah? Please, that's really important, yeah? Kindness, yeah, to yourself. Okay? Okay, cut back 20%. Okay, so now to strengthen the kidneys, to strengthen your lower back, to get the blood pumping down to your legs, to massage all this in here, Chine-san. Okay, we're going to be doing this. Put your mind where the kidneys are. It's right in front of the spine, between lumbar 2 and 3 is the Ming Men, yeah? The Ming Men is right between the kidneys. And you're gonna feel the kidneys moving. You're also gonna feel how the liver gallbladder on the right side is moving, how the spleen, stomach, pancreas is moving on the left side. You feel the small intestine, the stomach moving. You feel the large intestine moving. Everything is being massaged in there. Everything is filling with energy, with blood, with nutrition, and everything is cleansing. There's tons of lymph nodes in here. You're moving the lymph node to cleanse, okay? So we're doing this. Remember the hands? Opening, closing, opening, releasing. Hands, palms, wrists. Watch my shoulders, opening, closing, releasing, okay? Now watch what's happening to your sacrum, to your lumbar vertebrae, to your thoracic vertebrae, to your cervical vertebrae, okay? Watch what's happening to all the meridians in your body. Watch what's happening to your entire nervous system of your body, your nervous system and your brain. Watch what's happening to the cranial sacred fluid. The cerebral spinal fluid is going to be pumping. This is what you're doing. Your left arm and your left leg and right leg are pistons. They're pistons. And what you're doing is you're generating electricity, Qi. Okay, so we're doing this. And then you'll notice that the ball gets bigger, stretches out. Okay, no, watch what happens to your right kidney and your left kidney when you're doing this. The right kidney and the left kidney. Okay, gets larger. The ball gets larger. Okay, there's this. Remember this? Yeah, so I'm pumping the fluid to lubricate the joints between all the bones in the body, yeah? Everything is being lubricated. The meridian system is pumping all the energy. The blood is pumping. The cardiovascular system, the lymphatic system, the gastrointestinal system, the craniosacral system, everything is pulsating and alive. Okay, now let's do this. Come in this way. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heart, small intestine, triple warmer, pericardium, large intestine, lung. Okay, all these meridians that go to the fingers. Okay. See, and what you see what I'm doing? I'm going into the center. I'm coming down the midline of my body. Okay. Now I'm doing this. Come around this way, and your shoulder blades are opening up. Yeah. Watch what's happening to your spinal column. Yeah. Now, always remember, be gentle to yourself. Yeah. Everybody has different bodies, and we all have our injuries. Yeah. So be very kind. Yeah. Always with kindness. Okay. So what I'm doing is my palm is always facing up into the sky. So, see, I'm carrying a ball of light on both palms, yeah? I'm carrying a ball of light, and I don't want to drop the ball of light. Okay, now we'll do this. Okay, think about your Ming Men and your kidneys. What's happening to the Ming Men? The Ming Men is right here. This is a doorway right here. It's doing this. That's what's happening to the Ming Men. The kidneys are right here. The kidneys are moving and being exercised. The sacrum bone is doing this. You're opening the sacroiliac joint. Okay, so when I come forward like this, I'm like a C shape. When I come up, I'm doing this, okay? Forward, release, yeah? Yeah, be kind to yourself, yeah? We all have different injuries, yeah? Okay, now let's do this. And then let's do this. And then this. Watch what's happening to your rib cage. Your rib cage is opening up to create more space for your lungs. Yeah, so that your lungs can take a deeper breath. Yeah. Watch what's happening to your rib cage. Open the rib cage. Okay. And then we'll do this. Okay. This is what I'm doing. Lung, large intestine, pericardium, triple warmer, heart, small intestine. Okay, and let's try this now, okay? Shake our hands. And you're going to do this. You're going to, right here is the throat chakra, heart, throat chakra, okay? And remember this, governing vessel 16, yeah? 26. Okay, what we're going to do is you're going to get, shake your hand like this and point your hand at your other palm. And you're going to feel the energy touching your other palm. You can draw a circle. You can draw a circle on your other palm, okay? You can tap it with your energy, okay? So look at Carol Hart. Oh, Carol, yeah, just do that. Look at, just do this, Carol. Look at Carol Hart. Do you see the energy around her hand? Do you see the energy coming out of her two fingers? And there's a beam of light coming out of her two fingers from the, what is this? The large intestine and the pericardium finger. There's a beam of light, there's light around her hands. And there's a beam of light coming out of the fingers and touching the other palm. Just do this, Carol, slowly, slowly, real slowly. Pull out, press in. And you can see the light coming through and touching the palm. Yeah, slowly, that's the way. And pull out, and when you pull out, you feel what happens to the palm, yeah? Push in, and you feel the palm filling with energy. Pull out, you feel the palm emptying, yeah? Okay, do this, draw a circle, yeah? And you feel the circle in your palm. With Carol, especially with Carol, because she has dark in the back, you will see light around her hands. That's the chi. Okay, because of the dark, she's wearing dark and there's a dark curtain in back. That's why it's easier to see. Okay, thanks, Carol. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Okay. Oh, it's 11:20 already. Oh,
We're gonna take a little break.
yeah, we got to take a little break. Okay, sorry, I got really into that. We still got a lot more to go. Okay, 5-minute break. We'll be back at 11:25.
Are you unmuted?
Yeah. Bonjour, ça va?
Ça va, très bien.
Yeah, yay. Bueno.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes,
Yeah, nice to see you.
me too. It's the same.
Yeah, I like your smile.
Thanks.
Yeah. So I wrote, somebody asked about the wind invasion points in the back here. The most important thing is to always cover your neck. Wear a scarf. Yeah, there's a lot of wind invasion points here, but I gave you some of them. They're the dew points. They're the governing vessel points. But then there's also some triple warmer. There's small intestine points in the back. There's gallbladder. You want to just sort of protect all that area, yeah? Like gallbladder 20, we showed you before, it's right back here. It's a very vulnerable point. It's called the gates of consciousness. But it's also the point where where people who do dream work, they love these points because it opens into the realms of the dreams. In fact, some people will put mugwort and rosemary under their pillow at night so that these points in here can inhale, take in the fragrance of mugwort and rosemary, because they say it helps the dreams. I found that what really helps dreams, was incredible for dreaming, is the dreaming Qigong that Gilles teaches. I get the wildest dreams when I do that, you know, the one where you start with you going around the mouth and around the intestines, you go backwards, 9 times. And then you come up and down, and then you go down, you're going against the meridians, you're going down the spleen meridian, and then you're coming up the bladder. That one is excellent for dreams, but the dreams are real wild. It's really interesting. Oh, cool. Okay, so everybody's back. So why don't we do this? You get your pen and your piece of paper, and what I would like you to do is to just take a few minutes. And what you're going to do is you're going to call on an ancestor, a guide. It could be a totem animal. You know, an ancestor could be a tree, it could be the ocean, it could be a biological ancestor, a spiritual ancestor, elder, all of this, Call on an ancestor to be with you. And you're also going to write down on your piece of paper what you want to let go of, what you want to release. What's stopping you from becoming the love, becoming the light that you really are? Okay? You're going to write down what you want to let go of, what you want to release, and you're also going to write down what you want to bring into your life. And the reason why you called your ancestors and the divine is because you're gonna leave it up to them to help you, okay? What do you want to let go of in your life you feel is holding you back from becoming your true self, the loving person that you are, the loving healer? And what do you want to bring in? And your bring in a spiritual guide. It could be your deceased grandmother. It could be a Native American elder. It could be Ram Dass. It could be whatever. It could be Buddha, Christ consciousness. Okay, so when we're doing the Aloha Qigong, this is a way to start. Okay, by knowing what you're in, you call on your ancestors, your guides, but you also know your intention. Okay, so let's do, once you do that, yeah, we can, we'll start the Aloha Qigong. Okay, and you could sit or you could stand doing it, yeah? Okay. So remember all the stuff that Elise went through with you, yeah? You know, remember the column of light, the penetrating vessel, yeah? All of that, yeah? Okay, the tongue up here at governing vessel 26. Okay, the arches of your feet are open. Yeah, so that the energy comes up from the earth, moves up into kidney meridian and right here, the occipital ridge, and right here. Okay, so you're going to just think of your guide, your spirit guide, your totem animal, your ancestor, and just call on their presence to be with you. Okay, and then we're going to do this. Okay, and this is the evocation. Yeah, you're going to evoke them. This is the yang, the masculine. You're pointing at the stars and at the heavens, the sun. And then here's the feminine, the vessel. And you should feel a connection with the heart of your palms, with your heart and your pelvic diaphragm. You will feel connection. This is the yin. And you just bring the yin into your heart, or divine source of all life. Release. And right here, you're pointing to the trees, and you're going to bone breathe. Real quick, bone breathe. Yeah. And you say, inspire me. And then you open your heart and open this vessel of creation. Now, right here, you're holding the sunlight in your palms. Okay, this is sunlight. And you can take it in. You can drink it or you can smell it. Take it in. And right here, as I savor the fragrance of earth, help me to release what harms me. Your intention you just wrote. So if it was anger, it would be liver, gallbladder. If it was fear, it would be kidney. If it was worry, it would be spleen, stomach, pancreas. Grief, it would be lungs. A withdrawal, loneliness, or heart anxiety is heart. Help me to release what harms me. So I do this. I'm on my, I raise my heels and Okay, releasing. And guide me in loving myself. What do you need to bring in? And you do it by forgiveness, forgiving yourself. Okay, as I and guide me loving myself and others. Okay, you're going to wash down the meridians of the bladder, the stomach, and the gallbladder, and the bladder meridian. Yeah, you wash down there to cleanse, and fill me with your light. You're pointing at the stars and the strength of Gaia as I cleanse. So you're cleansing with the help of your guides, with the help of the divine. Cleanse and nourish. Cleanse and nourish in your grace, in your wisdom and love. Amama uanoa. So grace means that you're understanding that everything is interwoven. All the quarks, the atoms, everything is an amazing system where everything is interwoven and so intelligent. It's the order of all things. In Hawaiian, we call it lokahi. And the wisdom is the opening of the crystal palace, the third eye, the pineal, the hypothalamus, and the pituitary gland. So you can receive higher frequencies as well as spiritual energies right here. Okay? Everything is interwoven. Everything is interconnected. Wisdom. Yeah? Spiritual insight and love. Unconditional love, which is where we come from. Okay? And when you say amama or no, that means so it is. Okay? It means my statement has been made, my intention, and I release it. You release it because you let the guides, you let the ancestors take care of it. Okay? So let's try this a couple times, yeah? Iakua kumu maiola. O divine source of all life, inspire me, open this vessel of creation and energy. As I savor the fragrance of earth, guide me in releasing what harms me and help me to love myself and others. And fill me with your light and the strength of Gaia as I cleanse and nourish, in your grace, in your wisdom, and your love. Amama uanoa. You guys look beautiful. I can really feel your reverence. It's beautiful. Especially Tara butterfly, you're right in the trees. Oh, I can see the sun on you. Yeah. Ea kua e kumu maiola. O divine source of all life, inspire me and open this vessel of creation and energy. As I savor the fragrance of Mother Earth, help me to release what harms me and guide me in loving myself and others. And fill me with your light and the strength of the Mother as I cleanse and nourish, cleanse and nourish. In your grace, in your wisdom, and in your love. Amama Uanoa. Eaku Ekumamayola. O divine source of all life, inspire me and open this vessel of creation and energy. As I savor the fragrance of earth, help me to release what harms me and guide me in loving myself and others. And fill me with your light and the strength of Gaia as I cleanse and nourish, cleanse and nourish in your grace, in your wisdom, and in your love. Amama Uanoa. Cleanse and nourish. What do you need to let go of? What is holding you back from being the light that you are? Nourish. What do you need to bring in? Okay. So now we're going to do, you guys are okay? Any questions about that? Yeah. Yeah, it's on the website. You just, you can practice. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little journeying, shamanic journeying. Yeah. Shamanic means just going to another realm. And the realm we're going to in this journey is into your heart. So, and in the heart is, there's many levels to the heart, yeah? And the ego, the wounds, the scars, the injuries are on the top level of the heart. And sometimes, when our dog died 2 years ago, I felt my heart just crack open. But Rumi says it's where the cracks are in the heart is where the light can come in. And I also felt that too. Okay? So what we're going to do in the journey is you're going to go beneath, you're going to sink beneath the levels of the ego and the wounds and all that stuff. The injuries, yeah? You're going to sink beneath. And every time you go through a portal in this journey, you're going to be releasing, you're going to be letting go. Yeah? Releasing what you don't need. And you're going to find a deeper you, which deep down inside is the love. It's the universe. What's out there is inside. It's the grace that's out there. There's grace inside of you. There's wisdom out there, wisdom inside of you. And there's love out there. Love is the harmony of all, yeah, everything, yeah. That's the love, yeah. That's the love inside of you. So you have all that. So what we're going to do is that's what we're going to do. We're going to go in between and lower beneath the layers. And every time you drop lower in a layer, you're releasing something. And you're welcoming something else in, something new. Okay? So we can, you can close your eyes, yeah? Oh, let's do this first. Shake your hand like that. And you're going to, this is the third eye, yeah? And when you put your hand like this, you're going to feel the heat in your head. Well, I feel a lot of heat because I've been thinking and talking a lot, but there's a lot of heat around my head right here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna point my fingers, my finger pads at my third eye, yeah? And I'm gonna wait till it's sort of grounded in my third eye, and then I'm just going to pull it open and you'll feel like a portal opens up. You feel an opening up here in the third eye, okay? So once again, so I feel like I'm beneath the skin up here. I'm beneath right beneath the bone of the skull. And I'm just gonna open up the third eye. Okay, just like this, very gently, and it'll open up, okay? That's how you can open things up energetically, okay? So now that's open. Okay, now you can close your eyes. And as soon as you close your eyes, the sounds become more alive. But also the quiet inside, the stillness within becomes more alive. As soon as you close the lids of your eyes, you enter into that realm. And when you inhale, just imagine being somewhere in nature that is so beautiful. And you can feel the sunlight. And you can hear the sounds around you in this beautiful place in nature. You can smell the fragrances. You can smell the sunlight. And when you inhale, you just take in the fragrance, take in the light of the sun, and feel how it enters into the nostril and travels up the nasal passage. The sunlight. And just opens up through the portal of the third eye. It opens up into your cranium. The warmth of the sun in your cranium. And there may be monkey mind in your cranium, lots of thoughts. But when you inhale and you feel the sunlight enter into the cranium and expand to touch the inner walls of the skull, touching, and then releasing. and releasing and relaxing. You feel your brain settling. Inhaling your breath, the sunlight fills the inner cranium, presses gently into the walls of the skull. Exhaling, it releases, and your brain sinks into this wonderful, wonderful rest. Beautiful rest. Inhaling, and you feel the breath climbing the nasal passage, entering into the inner cranium, embracing the brain, this warmth, just touching the brain. And when you exhale, you feel how your breath travels down into your throat. And as the breath travels down into the throat, you feel your brain following this current, and the brain sinks and sinks and sinks until it settles on the floor of your head, on the cranial vault. And you feel the breath, your breath, this warmth going into the throat and then opening up into the chest. And when you inhale, you feel the breath expanding in your chest, this breath of life, this sunlight, this warmth expanding in your chest and pressing into the walls of your ribs, your inner ribs. And you feel your ribs just savoring this warmth and releasing, and the ribs release, and you feel yourself sinking deeper and deeper and deeper into this wonderful rest. Inhaling, the ribs expand. Exhaling, they release. Let go. Let go. And you find yourself embracing your heart, holding your heart. And when you inhale, you find the heart opening, the portal of the heart opens, and you find yourself entering your breath, the light of the sun, entering into the chambers of the heart. The chambers of your heart. And you notice the crust, the scars, the wounds. You notice the ego. But you inhale and you feel the breath expanding in the heart, pressing into the walls, the inner lining of the heart, and releasing. And as you release, you notice you let go of the ego, the wounds, the hurts, and you sink deeper and deeper within the chambers of the heart. You find yourself just sinking deeper, and your heart welcomes you. each breath brings you deeper, deeper into your heart, into that eloquent stillness. And in that stillness, you see the light. There is this beautiful light in the depths of your heart. And when you inhale, you notice the light gets bigger. The breath of the sun, your breath, fans the inner light. How beautiful this inner light feels. You can feel its warmth. You can see its color. You can hear its sound, the sound of the inner light deep in your heart. And you can feel the love. It's the love you felt when you were a fetus, when you were an infant. It's that love. Inhaling, and you feel the light of the sun, the source of all life. Just enlarging that light within your heart. And you feel your heart pumping. And the blood just soaking up the light. All the blood cells pumping with the light throughout your entire body. On the next inhalation, you feel your entire being as light, as grace, as wisdom and love. And your breath sinks down into your belly, feeds the kidneys, feeds the internal organs, down your legs, into your feet, and into Mother Earth. And when you inhale, you can taste the fragrance of the soil of Mother Earth. Inhaling, It travels into your feet, this fragrance. It climbs up your legs, inhaling. It climbs into your belly, into your chest, into your throat. The fragrance of Mother Earth, her strength. Inhaling. It ascends up your face. And then you notice that the lids of your eyes become like the wings of butterflies. They're so light, the lids of your eyes. And when you inhale, your breath catches the lids of your eyes and lift the lids of your eyes open. Your eyes open, and you feel the light within. You feel the light within shining through your eyes to touch everyone, to touch everything around you. The grace, the wisdom, and love within. And you know this is who you really are. Deep beneath the levels, the beauty. Ua mau ke e ho ka aina I ka pono. E ho ka I manao, e ho ka I puwhai. E ho ka I mālama pono, e ho ka I aloha mau. And now you return, you can feel the temperature of the room that you're in. You can feel your senses returning. You feel the surface beneath you. The sounds around you, and you return. So you wrote your intention, what you need to release, what you want to, what's holding you back from shining your true light. And you wrote what you want to bring into your life. Remember, Umau, remember, Amama Uanoa, let it go. Let the divine, let your guides take care of it. And just watch for the signs. Just be very mindful and just watch for the signs. Yeah, synchronicities. You will start to see signs. And then if you do this every day, and if Chinesang is ceremony, it's sacred. Many things you do every day is sacred. Being out in nature, walking in nature. Yeah. You will notice changes in your life.
Mhm.
And always thank the guides, yeah, because they love gratitude. So thank the guides. Yeah. And thank all of you for being here. We just hope you just, you just shine your light.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yes, Catherine?
I'm sorry, I missed a tiny part because my dog was coming back from a walk.
Uh-huh.
We have to close the portal of the third eye when you open it to journey.
So if I'm in a scary place or whatever, I close it. But it usually just sort of, you know what I do? I do Qigong. I do so much Qigong every day. So I feel, and when I do it, I create that egg around me, right?
Ah, okay.
The egg, yeah. So when I do that, the egg is, I always feel this strength around me, okay? Eventually, it just sort of, goes like that, the eggshell. It's like, remember I said about the little chick in the egg? It needs calcium from the eggshell to grow, yeah?
Mhm.
And eventually the eggshell gets weaker and then the chick can break through the eggshell, yeah? That's how this egg around me feels. Yeah. But what I do is I do a lot of Qigong every day. And so I feel the eggshell around me. Okay. So the third eye is all part of it. Okay. If you want to feel safe, close it. How do you close it? You can do this. Or you can close it with your mind. Okay. If you feel vulnerable, you don't, if you feel like you're going, if you're going somewhere, like we're going to go to Whole Foods now. So, because of all this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do like when I did that prayer at the end. Yeah, yeah, that was me just making closure with everything. That's the way you can do it any way you want. Okay, like when I'm working on somebody, yeah, on the table, I cut the cords, Oh, we call it okikeaka, yeah, cut the cords like this, cut, like this, all around the person. That's a way of closing. But you can also do it with your voice. You can do it. There's so many ways. Okay. Who was that?
And I have another question.
Oh, Catherine. Yes.
Are you teaching a class after this one?
Not for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. Not for a while. But we'll let you guys know. We'll put something up. We do workshops here and there and stuff like that, But one thing too is if you guys are grateful for what you've learned and everything, and you've bought our books through Amazon, it helps us tremendously if you write just about 3 lines, if you write reviews on the book, because otherwise the books die. The books, yeah.
Mhm.
They
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
the
yeah.
books have a shelf life.
Yeah.
So if you the best way you can thank us is just go on Amazon and write a short, very short review. You can, be a sentence, 2 sentences, just um, uh, you know, hopefully it's positive. But you can do that, and that way the books are still alive and they can reach other people. Yeah. So it's about spreading the light. Yeah. This is what we need to do. We need to spread our love and our light instead of, what's going on. All of you, all of you, it's really getting in touch with the inner healer, the yin, the feminine, but also the yang, the warrior. getting in touch with both the warrior and the healer, and taking whatever your gifts are into the world. Okay. Yeah. So if you appreciate who we are, you could write something on. You just go on Amazon and you can scroll down and just write a short review.
I think you might have to got the book from them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Elise said you had to get the book from them, you know.
And you
But
can write a review.
we have about 6 books out there. So if you would do that, that would help us tremendously. That's the best gift you could give us.
Kaleo?
Yeah.
I did write a review before, but that was like, I don't know, maybe a year or something.
Yeah.
So is it important to write more reviews along the way?
Oh, thank you so much. Well, that's fine. That's great. Thank you
That's
so
great,
much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only need
I
one-
mean, it won't look weird if my name comes up a few times then.
Oh, I guess
just if
not.
it's for different books.
Yeah, we have about
Yeah, okay. All
books
right.
up there. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And thank you everybody for all your comments. We don't know about Gilles' teaching schedule, so the best thing to do would be to connect with the Qigong Institute, the fusion class. I'm not sure about that. But it
I
seems-
think I saw it on the website, so I thought maybe you, because it got mentioned today. so.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
But, then somebody, I think Fiona said that it's probably not going to happen. So
Oh.
I'm not sure. That would be something to check in with Qigong about
Yeah.
Gilles' schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kaleo and I
Yeah.
also, for those of you who are interested, some of you already know this, but we take we teach a pretty much, we often teach a class through in Qigong and through Akalani's adult education through Zoom on Tuesday mornings from 9:45 to 10:45. Next class starts in January. So it will be building on what actually the practices that we learned here.
Yeah.
Can you write it down on the chat, the name?
Yeah. I think Jill, we teach Buddha palms too. So I
Usually
think
in the summer.
yeah. So I think Jill wants us to teach that besides the mask making, or I hope he does anyway. But it would be fun. Yeah, it's nice to see all of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Enjoy a lot.
What did you say, Lucia?
I enjoy the month of October a lot with you guys.
Yeah.
We enjoyed all you too. Thank you.
Me too.
for sharing.
Yeah. So that's what, remember that, you know, it really takes practice. Every day you just do 10, 15 minutes at least. But before you do it, it's a sacred ceremony, yeah? Yeah, and bring your intention in. Your intention, yeah, what you want to release. Maybe what you want to do is bring in some forgiveness of self and others and stuff. And you, believe me, you will notice changes in your life. But always bring the guides in, yeah, because the power of the guides, the totem animals, your ancestors, the earth, the oceans, all of that, the power, your spiritual guides, you know, is amazing. And so you don't have to, you know, you can just relax into it. Yeah. So it's not like having to fight for, it's just relax into it. Yeah. And when you do body work, I notice when, because I call the guides in, I just relax. And I just kind of like follow whatever comes. It's whatever I'm supposed to do. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, really, we keep journals, and so we write down, you know, whatever happens. what we you know, through our version of prayer, right? Praying to the earth and all that, and then we write down. I keep a journal, and then it's amazing what happens, you know. And then I always thank the guides. I always thank them.
Thank you.
There's Anne's cat.
So yeah,
Oh,
wow, what a beautiful animal.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Okay, thanks for joining
I haven't
us.
hardly heard a word from me, but I've been enjoying this a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay.
Nice to see you all.
Okay. So you know, when you tell someone you love them, think about the love inside of them, not the ego, not the ego, not the wounds. Go deeper. And it's easier to say, oh, I love you. What you're saying is, I love your light. I
Yeah.
love the light that's in you, that's around you. This is the light that we are. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So love to all of you.
Love.
Yeah.
Love to you.
Aloha. Yeah.
Aloha. Thank you.
Love you.
Thank
Aloha.
you. Thank
So-
you. Thank
Aloha.
you.
Thank you so much.
Aloha.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Mahalo.
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 Hello.
Au revoir, Olivier.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Merci.
Adios.
Yeah.
Adios.
You again.
Okay, adios.
Adios.